Hello, my dear student. Our class for today is about there is, there are, there was, and there were. Okay, it's important that you pay attention because this topic is important to you. Okay, I'm going to explain the difference. Pay attention to me, please. There is, and there are, and there was, and there were. Okay. In the previous class, you worked with there is and there are, and there is and there are in present tenses. Okay, but in your activity you worked with this, but I didn't explain what the difference between positive, negative, and interrogative form. Positive is the same to affirmative. Okay, there is a table, there are two desks. This is the affirmative form. Okay. Negative. When you use negative, remember the structure to be in present. There isn't a table or there aren't any desk. It is negative. Or in interrogative, similar to be structure. Is there a table or are there any desks? All of these are the short answer for this activity. Yes, there is. It is positive, your answer. Or no, there isn't. It is negative, your answer. Okay, yes or yes, there are. It is plural nouns. Or no, there are. Okay. Other important thing about there is and there are. All of this vocabulary. Are, and, some, any, much, many, a lot of. There is, remember, singular. All the time you use there is or singular, and there are plural. There is a or an in singular countables. What the difference between a or an? Pay attention. A, when you use a, is because the next word starts with consonant. There is a lemon, there is a house. But when the next word starts with vowel, it is necessary you add this n. There is an onion or there is an airport. But all of these only when the next word starts with vowel. Another example, where is some cake or where is some flour? It is for this element. Example, there is some ships. Look at ships or trees. It is plural, ships or trees. There are two apples, plural, or there are two boys, plural. Take into account this. There is a song with uncountable, or it is possible to use a with countable, okay? But always with countable names, okay? The next. This is so important in this topic, but I forgot to explain to the previous class. A, look at this, refers to singular. It's similar when you say in Spanish una. Remember this is different. You say one. One is the number one. Uno. This is the different. Only singular element. There is a computer. There is a chair. You say hay un computador. Hay una mesa. Hay una silla. Excuse me. But you don't say there is one computer. You don't say in Spanish hay uno computador. No. Un. Or una. In this case, there is a chair. Una silla. Okay? Pay attention with this. Only in singular. And when the following words start with vowel, there is an apple or there is an university. Look at this. The next word start with vowel. There is an apple. This is vowel A. Or there is an university. This is vowel U. Okay? Pay attention with this. Pay attention because when the next word starts with vowel, you must all the time to put the n. Okay? Any only use in negative and interrogative form. Only use negative and interrogative. Please don't use in affirmative form. Is there any pencil? Are there any car? There isn't any pencil. There aren't any car. Okay? In negative and interrogative form. Some use only in plural. There are some students in the classroom. Okay? The next. This is the similar topic but in the past tense. There was for singular and there were for plural. What's the difference with there is and there were? It is in past tense. There was singular, había, hubo, there was con nombres en singular. There was an accident last week. Hubo un accidente la semana pasada. Pay attention. There was because it's singular. Había o hubo, but in plural. There were. In plural, look at this. There were 5 books on the table. Similar. There is and there were. There is and there are is similar. There was and there were, but it is different between singular and plural. Okay, all of this has affirmative, negative, and interrogative form, similar to the to be in past. Was and were is similar. Look at this. Affirmative. There was. You put here a singular element. There was a motorcycle. It's an example. Or there were. You put here are plural name. You can say people. It's an example. It is one word, but this is a plural name. People, children, or apples, plural also, or beds, keys, all of this. Okay, this is affirmative. And negative, there wasn't, no había, no hubo, singular, or plural, there weren't, no hubo. Okay, very good. Interrogative, was there and were there. All of this is important that you should take into account. It's similar to there is and there are, but it is in past tense. Pay attention, what is the activity for this class? Pay attention, we have time ago and nowadays. The idea is you use both topics. There was and there were, and there is and there are in affirmative and negative. If you want to interrogative, it is excellent. There were time ago, hace mucho tiempo, tiempo atrás. There were typewriters, okay, habían máquinas de escribir. Nowadays, en nuestros días, en la actualidad, there are computers, hay computadores. Look at the difference. Time ago, there are typewriters. Nowadays, there are computers. Okay, this is an example. The activity, you create a list, for instance, I don't know, maybe 10 elements, but the idea is you refer it with this. No, you don't say 10. It's possible you write 5 or 7, but the idea is you put this with the image. Okay, this is and this is a list, and you can do in a PowerPoint presentation, or you can to show me in a multimedia file. But the idea is you say made this activity 10 ago and nowadays. It is possible using negative, yes, because I say 10 ago there weren't computers. Okay, and nowadays there are computers. Okay, I hope that the class has been clear for you. Excuse me for my internet connection. It's not my fault, but it was terrible. If you need explanation or another complement to my class, tell me please. Okay, the idea is, do you understand anything? I forgot explain something important. In past tense, pay attention. All of this part use again. If you use there were or there was, use are and on. All of this, it in singular, it in plural, it's interrogative. Use all of this in negative, in the past tense. Okay, all of this is clear for you. I hope that the topic was clear for you, and I wait that see you in the next class. Okay, my dear student, bye bye and see you in the next class.